Mpumalanga police are still on the hunt for a robber who broke into the home of world-renowned artist Esther Mahlangu. eNCA's Silindelo Masikane has been tracking the case for us. Let's cross to her now. Slee, we all were greeted with the news that our beloved living legacy, Esther Mahlangu, had been attacked in her home. And while it shouldn't be a surprise because elderly are attacked all the time, she's just such a beautiful, iconic figure that the thought of her being hurt was extremely upsetting.
Certainly so. Upsetting, shocking, infuriating to think that an elderly woman can't even be safe in her own home. And of course we know that she's a very celebrated artist here in South Africa, and I think we're all quite grateful that she was able to survive that attack. What we do know in terms of the details so far is that she was attacked over this weekend. She was locking up here in her home when she noticed that there was a stranger in her home who proceeded to attack her, punched her in the face, and when she was unconscious then ransacked her home, getting away with her personal firearm as well as some personal belongings which were kept in a safe. We are actually at her home today, and as you can see behind me, eNCA, that we do have neighbors, family, friends who have come out to see how she's doing. In fact, she has been able to speak. She's able to retell the story. However, at this point, she's still not comfortable speaking on camera, but we have been told that the past 2 nights have been a bit difficult for her. She's in a lot of pain, but she's alive and she's able to talk as well as tell people exactly what happened to her. But we had an opportunity to then engage with the police with regards to the investigations. Let's just take a listen to what Brigadier Salvi Mohlala has had to say.
Indeed, I can confirm that the case of house robbery has been opened after Dr. Mahlangu was attacked on Saturday at around 1500 hours. What transpired is that she was about to sleep during that particular time, and then she was locking the doors and closing the windows. Unfortunately, in that particular process, a suspect attacked her, punched her on the face, and tightened her hands. Then from there she lost consciousness, and then in the process the suspect took the safe. In that particular safe there was money as well as a licensed firearm. Then later on she recovered and went outside to request assistance, and when they checked the house they found that indeed those particular items were missing. In the meantime, we are investigating this particular case. We hope that we would arrest the suspect anytime soon, but then at the same time we request the community to assist us in terms of information. Whatever that they have that can lead to the arrest of the suspect, they can give it to the police. It's either through phoning our hotline number 08600 10111 or utilizing our MySubs app, which can be downloaded using the smartphone. And we hope that yes, as soon as we are done with the investigation, we'll come back to the community and inform them that the suspect has been arrested.
Slee, very quickly before you go, it looks like, and from what I've read, she lives in a very small, close-knit community. Are there any leads yet on who could possibly have been the perpetrator?
Not at this point, but we do know, of course, that there is an appeal from the police for anyone with any kind of information to come forward. We know, of course, that this incident took place at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, so it was in broad daylight. So if anybody does have any information, of course, they can make their way to the nearest police station in and around here, KwaNdebele, or contact the head office in Nelspruit. But at this point, there are no suspects that have been arrested, and there are no leads at this point.
All right, Slee, thank you so much. I'm glad to see that she's sitting up and surrounded by friends and family and neighbors. That was eNCA's Silindelo Masikane with an update on the awful attack on our celebrated artist, Dr. Esther Mahlangu.